Coach, individual win for Luke, team win for you guys. You shot 29 under par. Just how proud are you of this team?
How they started to how they finished. We're focused all week. It's not easy, coming here playing at home with a little bit extra pressure on themselves, and they just went about their business. And it's a truly team win, and obviously incredible for Luke, the way he just once again stepped up and brought a lot of energy and a lot of good golf.
There was really not a moment in this entire tournament that it was in doubt that you guys were kind of going to win. I mean, just how impressed are you with that start to finish mentality?
Well, it might have seemed that way for you guys, but golf's hard, and anybody can have a bad day, and the numbers can add up to where there's more than one. So I felt like we did get off to a good start, and that was really important. And then yesterday's round tapped onto it, and we got out to a good start again today. So while it might have seemed like it was one-sided from the start, it definitely didn't feel that way from our end.
How pleasing is a level of consistency of play through 54 holes by the whole group?
It is, and one of our things, we want to continue to get better every day. And like I said, we were a decent ways up on the cut line and on winning going into today, but the main thing is we want everybody feeling good leaving here and building on it, and what can we do to get better, because this is a step. This wasn't the ultimate goal starting the year, and we didn't take it for granted by any means, but we do know there's something out there that we didn't get last year, and you have to have a tee time to get there, so we have one.
You talked about the consistency, but Luke, probably no one more consistent than him. I think his only bogey of the week came on his 49th hole. Just like the level, the player he is, but when he's playing at that high a level,
Well, what it shows is his concentration, ability to not take a shot off and not let his mind wander, because this golf course, you could drop the ball at the 150-yard marker 54 times, and you're going to make a bogey. So for him to go, I think it was 49 holes without a bogey, is literally incredible on this golf course. But that just, once again, how locked in he was to this process, and locked in he is as a college golfer right now for the one last tournament he has coming up.
Can you share at all what it was like for you to walk up 18 with both Luke and Gray?
Well, we talked about it. We mentioned it yesterday to you guys, but it's so special for their families and them and everything they've done for Florida State golf. And the sign beside me says, where legacies begin. And they both have a legacy, and it's a great legacy. And the run that we've been here since Gray and Luke have been here is pretty incredible, with a 5th place, a 3rd place, and a 2nd place at the National Championship.
How good?
Obviously, the last round here for them, but they still got, like you said, you got another thing going. How have you seen the motivation and the hunger really kind of emerge from these guys over these last few weeks as they head towards the playoffs? And
I think that's a great question, but I would say that motivation's been there since January. We were in a tournament in Virginia, and we had some reporters there come up, and they thought it was the first round when they were walking around their team, because it was a practice round and how focused our guys were, and not kidding. And they said your guys were so different than everyone else during a practice round, and it showed there that week. And now come out here and did the same thing, and I would expect us to do the same thing next week. Can't guarantee how we play, but they'll be ready to play.
It's a long week out there. How much do you think the last couple of years, the deep runs you've made, have helped experience-wise making this trip this time?
That's experience helps from a coaching staff. How to rest them, what to do, and when to leave. Different things on a 6:30 or 7 o'clock tee time out west. We try to stay on the East Coast time for the most part, but that's hard too if you're there for 7 or 8 days. But we have a plan. We know what works for us out there, and we'll be ready.
I know since you guys lost in the National Championship last year, you've probably been excited to get right back to that moment. So now that it is pretty much here, what's your mindset?
I'd probably have to talk to some of the other coaches on staff that have finished 2nd or won a national championship. I still haven't watched that on TV, so and I'm not going to. But I think when I get there and the players get there, I think we'll be a little aggravated. I don't think we're going to be as happy as everybody else that we're there, because I think we're still going to be scarred from that. But we're going to look forward to the first tee ball, and then it's completely over.
How impressed are you by Luke to cap off a year like this at this point with everything that he's had going on this year?
I mentioned it, I think before the tournament started, that there hasn't been a college player not only had the year that he's had, but generally when you play in that many professional events and you come back to college, it's no different than pitching in the World Series and getting sent back down to single A. it's hard to be motivated. But he, not only that, he plays in those, comes back and wins these, and brings the same amount of energy every single day. It's incredible how much he loves his team. It's incredible how much he loves golf and Florida State. So he's going to give you everything he's got every single day, no matter what it is. And that's a great question. I've never seen anything like it.
What happens from now to when you guys leave for California? Is like rest a few days, or do you get right back to work tomorrow?
These guys are terrible at resting. So we're going to meet at 11 o'clock tomorrow. We'll have a logistics meeting and go over the schedules with them and make sure that they have what they need. And then we'll have a practice. We'll probably go to lunch together, and we'll have a practice tomorrow afternoon. One of the big benefits to hosting is we don't have a travel day tomorrow. So we're here, and we'll take advantage of that. But it'll be just a normal practice on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then on Tuesday, the team will depart. But Luke and I leave Sunday for the Ben Hogan Award in Dallas. We'll be there Sunday, Monday.